This video is being recorded for anyone who missed the onboarding session that took place on May 20th regarding the Smart Start professional development program with Rockland, BOCES, and Mouse. So let's dive right in. A little bit about the program and who Mouse is. So Mouse, the company I work at, my name is Tom. We are a national nonprofit who's working alongside Rockland BOCES on a New York State funded grant called Smart Start, which is providing the resources we need to run this professional development training. So first thing I want to do is I want to dive into the types of things that you would be learning in this professional development series. And then kind of after that, I'll go into some of the logistics of what will be entailed in the program. So what will you learn in the PD? Let's take a look at this Venn diagram here. That really kind of shows off that this is not just a coding PD. You can see here that coding is actually a very small portion of what we hope to achieve for everyone who is a part of this program. So what we're looking at here is learning computational thinking and computer science in order to integrate these new skills into any subject that you're teaching. So if you're, this is not just a PD for a tech teacher or a computer science teacher. It's really a PD for, anyone K through 8 who's looking to improve some of the lessons and the tools and resources that you use with your students to enforce a new problem-solving process, a new way of thinking for students to learn in the 21st century. Some examples of the type of projects that you'd be completing. So this is an example with our K2 cohort where students are learning about algorithmic thinking, and it's thinking about, how does this little robot character get to the strawberry cupcake or to the penguin? And they're just using these directional arrows to think about the step-by-step process or the algorithm it takes for one character to get to another character. So this is one that's actually done entirely offline. This next example is from the grades 3-5 cohort, which is an example using a program called Scratch. On the left, you can see the actual program running, and on the right, you can see the blocks that make up that program, so that the code that makes up that program. So we see these this cat and this dog kind of emulating how they would jump on either Earth or the moon, and the code that makes that up on the right-hand side. So these are just blocks of code snapping together like Lego pieces on the screen. Next example of a project, also something that it will be done specifically, this example is in Scratch, but it's something that can be done across all the cohorts, which is a project where students are talking about themselves or making a program about themselves to teach their friends or students in the class. So on the left, we see a planning document where they're talking about their hobbies and maybe making a little drawing about what they want their program to look like. On the right, we see an example of a student program where a student has created this program where if you click on the different things around them, then you learn a little bit about them and the things they like. This last example here of a project that is one that would be involved in the grades 6-8 cohort. And again, you're seeing some coding, the code that makes up this program on the right-hand side. This is particularly using a platform called code.org, CS Discoveries. And on the left-hand side, you can see a game that the student created. Okay, some more logistics about the program. Some incentives and commitments from you as a teacher being a part of this program. So educators will be paid a stipend of $39 an hour for the professional development series during the summer. So there's 5 days of PD during the summer, and I'll go over those days in just a little bit. And each one of those 5 days has 6 hours of PD, and you earn a stipend of $39 an hour for those workshops. Next up, you'll be earning CTLE credits for attending these PDs as well. The third bullet point here is talking about an opportunity you have, an optional opportunity if you'd like to earn 3 graduate college credits associated with the Lehman Graduate School of Education. You will be eligible to apply for these credits if you're a part of this program. I'll go into more details on that in a later slide. And you'll be committing to, if you are being part of this professional development program, as part of the grant with New York State, they're expecting that folks who go through this program implement a minimum of 15 hours worth of lessons into the things that you will teach with your students in the 2021-2022 school year. So a little bit more on the incentives. So how's your time being calculated? We'll be meeting on Zoom. So all these PDs that we'll be meeting in will be done remotely on Zoom, and we'll be tracking attendance through Zoom. Zoom has a way where it tracks who's in the PD, and we'll be using that. And then so just a little bit of a breakdown of how each day will work. So if we have a full day of PD, we're looking at in the morning, there'd be a synchronous call, usually about 2 hours long, where you're all on Zoom. Then in the middle of the day, you have your lunch, and you also have some asynchronous work for you to complete that will be assigned to you by the facilitator of the program. And then at the end of the day, we're looking at another synchronous call, usually about an hour long, where you kind of wrap up what you've learned through the day. But that time that you spend throughout the entire day, so 6 full hours of content, whether it's synchronous or asynchronous, you'll be submitting that asynchronous work to prove that you were engaged during the 6 hours of the day. So this slide here is talking a little bit more about the opportunity for Lehman College credits. So this is optional opportunity for anyone who is a part of the program. So if you would like, you can earn 3 graduate college credits for this PD series, and that would come at a final cost of $1,712.10. So throughout this program, you're getting this stipend for your time during the summer. That is your money. If you want to choose to use that money to go towards these 3 college credits, you can do that, or you can opt to not receive the college credits and keep that money for something else. And a little bit of a note on when you'd have to make this decision. So we are gathering interest right now as to who would like to be a part of this program to receive the 3 college credits. I'll provide you with a survey link that you can fill out at the end of this video in order to express your interest in this. And we hope that you'll be able to make that final decision as to whether or not you'd like to take on the credits for the extra fee, or just go through the PD program without the credits and without the fee. We're hoping you can make that decision during the summer PD sessions, and we will give you more updates as we learn them. But if you express interest in earning these credits in the survey I'll give you at the end of this video, that would be the best next step for us. So when is this happening? The Summer Institute, the 5 days of PDs, will happen from Monday, June 28th through Friday, July 2nd. We'll be meeting from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And then we'll have mid-year check-in dates. So these are actually during the school day. So you would be working with your principal to have sub coverage during these days. And those days are Wednesday, October 20th, Tuesday, December 7th, and Thursday, January 27th. So an important thing to note here is that the stipend you will receive 30 hours of stipend pay during the Summer Institute, but you do not receive stipend pay during the mid-year check-ins, because that is during your normal school hours. So you would be given sub coverage so that you can attend these virtual PDs. With a little bit of information about the PDs will be included, or about each one of the curriculums that we use at each level will be included in the email that this video was included in. So there's some links for you in that email. And I do ask that you could please fill out this survey after watching this video. Just type this into a URL box or a URL bar, and it will gather a little bit of information about your experience with computer science and whether or not you might be interested in those 3 graduate college credits.